harder, faster. Ooh, going to the maximum. Going to the maximum.
What's up? Wow, this is the loudest panel ever.
Woo!
Yay!
Nice.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Where is that coming from?
The
there it
excitement!
is.
Let's go!
All right, so today we're going to talk about creators economy. But before that, I would like to ask our panels here if you can introduce yourself in 30 seconds. Let's start.
Timer starts.
Nice to meet you. I'm Franco, filmmaker from Italy. I've been traveling around the world to create content, to learn the art of storytelling. And by doing that, I created a community, a fan base, and I'm all about creating together, meeting artists. So I think that's really relevant for what we are creating here, Web3 communities. Go for it.
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Aegon. I represent here Project Nightfall Philanthropy. We are, oh, wow, thank you for the claps. We are very fortunate to have 19 million followers, and now we are using Web3 and the real world from social media to the real world. We're trying to help people through philanthropic work, and this is what I'm representing here today. Thank you.
Hey everybody, I am Yassi Pressman. I am an actress and an entrepreneur. I've been in the industry working for maybe over 20 years now. Very, very excited to see how we are all going to be growing together and how everybody else can benefit as well with the things that we build.
Woo!
Hi everyone, my name is Hannes. So I actually live in Hong Kong. I'm also the NFT Queen Asia, where I use that as my virtual ID to give talks, educational talks to corporate schools in terms of how they can utilize Web3 technology. And I'm also the founder of a DAO, which is called Reinvent DAO. So I'll talk more about that.
Wow, awesome.
Nice.
So let me start with Hannes. What is the creators economy?
That's a very interesting question. So in my perspective, in Web2, creators economy was actually something about how the content creators generate revenues and they are able to connect with their audience via like a third-party control system. However, in Web3, the creators or the content creators will be able to generate content, and they are the user, they are the investor, they are also the promoter, and how they are able to connect with their audience immediately.
Okay, so thank you for sharing that. Let's ask you guys have a huge following, right? Do you think creators economy should work for everyone? Is that only for influencers with?
No, okay.
Okay, I would like to.
I love it. I
there
love
you
it
go.
because we live in times where everyone can be a creator. And
Yes.
especially in today's world where the short form content is overtaking everyone's feeds, it is very visible that the spotlight is given to more and more people. And so creators economy is it's just another new economy that's very blossoming and very powerful and very future-proof because it's new. It's available for everyone who is willing to take advantage of it. So for sure, it's for
I would
everyone.
add that actually people that are able to create, to bring their creativity to the table, are the ones that actually are building the real creators economy, not influencers. We have seen in Web2, social media influencers, just taking the spot for a while, but now actual artists are jumping onto the train because we have something to show, we have something to create, we want to work together, collaborate. That's what makes the creators economy.
Yeah, and even the people lang, any kind of marketing, kung wari, I'll do English and Tagalog because for everybody else, right? So everybody who has like businesses as well and then they want to market it, we see a growth now of a lot of people trying to learn how to do that online. And when they benefit from it, diba? And then they make promotions and then they collaborate, then they help also with that economy and everybody then becomes a creator.
Right on.
All right, so I have this probably not everyone's favorite question, but what are your thoughts on celebrities and other public figure who pay for follower?
Oh, I don't do that.
Who pay? Sorry, the question is
Paying
who
for
pay
followers.
for followers?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
these followers are not going to last for long because they're there for the wrong reason. The reason why you're creating a community, a following, is because you want to talk about something specific and connect with the people that actually are interested, that create a conversation. If the people are there just because they're paid to, they see the ad and they see this person is famous, follow, how are you going to turn that into a career at some point? At some point, you're going to get bored of that.
Yeah. So, Franco, I love that thought. But if you look at data with Kim Kardashian, 98% of her followers are bots.
Oh,
And if
wow.
you look at data, celebrities, 98% of their followers are bots.
So I have something to say about this because
98 is too big.
98 a
huge.
little too much.
It's huge.
Not
A
real.
little too
You
much
need
data.
authenticity.
We are all avatars. But I think there's two differences. There is a situation where people who are not yet established are trying to create an audience out of money. And it's very visible because the engagement is very low for people who have bought followers. But the bigger names, I mean, it's very hard to count when you have 300 million followers, how many of them are bots. And I honestly don't think that Kim Kardashian is going on her phone and buying some Fiverr followers. It's probably something from the outside and it's not her doing specifically. Because when Elon Musk bought Twitter, he said it officially, right? That 40% of the accounts created are like bots and just double accounts and things like that. I think the responsibility should be a little bit more on the platforms and less on the creators themselves, because in the big numbers it's really difficult to control that.
I want to add something to that because you started to realize that on all the social media platforms, there's also fake accounts. So when you're famous, you have lots of followers, you notice that there'll be lots of fake accounts that are trying to monetize from your
Yeah,
name.
they keep commenting and
Yes.
commenting.
Yes.
All right, so that's a very good conversation. Are you guys liking it?
We are liking
Loving
it.
it.
Are you
Are
guys
you
liking
guys
it?
liking it?
Yes?
They
Okay,
are. They
'cause
are.
this
They
is
are.
a
Look
good
at that.
attendance.
Smiling.
This
so
is a good
much.
attendance. Thank you so much for coming in such large number. I hope we are bringing some value into your lives.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, how do you feel about following someone solely because they have a lot of followers? I'm sure you guys have to go through that.
Like personally, like if I were to follow someone, I don't know, there's always something that needs to connect to me as a person. It's either sometimes it's like, okay, this person makes me smile, makes me laugh, that's a reason to follow. Or like, I can relate to what they're doing when they're doing like mental health things, like whatever, diba? Advocacies, or maybe something to do with my work, like, you know, fashion or acting, then I'd follow. But just for the mere fact of the number, I don't see the value in that.
So to me, it's more like I have people following me because they jump off boats and trains and catch trains while they're going fast. And
Crazy
because
guy.
They like the excitement. They enjoy my energy. But at the end of the day, the people that I want to work with, that I want to create a community with, are the people that are interested in storytelling, in filmmaking, my real passion. So there is a fine, like, if we're talking about creators economy, we need to stick to the people that are interested in what you're interested in. You need to create a community. So the passion, the interest should be the same one.
Definitely. And it's regardless whether any types of platform, Web 2 or Web 3, you need to know your audience first. And that's how you build your community. It's about matters of the heart at the end of the day.
Okay, so let's talk about business. How will the creators economy will impact entrepreneurship?
It is already impacting, right? We have all these people here because people understand that there is a huge, huge opportunity in order to use Web 2, Web 3, and the future of the metaverse and blockchain. There's so much power and potential in this. That is why we are establishing our humanitarian work inside the metaverse. That's why I'm here today promoting that, because the potential of being transparent in the world of charity is something that has never been given to us before. Recently, I've learned this crazy stat. I'm sure a lot of you remember few years ago, Haiti had a really big crisis. Celebrities, singers came out, there was this big gig, and a lot of money was raised. And recently I saw a stat that out of all the money that was gathered for Haiti, 1.9% of the money reached Haiti. And when you have something like this, it kills the trust in a charity. And that is why I'm so passionate about blockchain. That is why we are building this to be the future. Because the moment organizations are truly held accountable for every cent, when you can see where your money goes to, that is the only future of transparency, of real human kindness that comes from their purpose and not comes from, I'm going to establish a charity in this creator economy and I'm going to monetize it and show that I'm helping, but no one really knows what I'm doing.
So there is transparency, there is scalability as well, and there is automation. For creators that need the tools to reach the people, that need tools to be able to monetize their work, the blockchain technology is giving us those tools. All these three things, transparency first of all, are empowering creators.
True to that as well. One thing with the Web3 technology, besides what Franco and Egon also mentioned, it's about how the transparency and ownership is the most important thing. Think about there's a DAO that has actually been created, like Fandom DAO, for instance, where the creators can also connect with the fan base. So they are able to connect without using the third-party social media access or platform. So you are able to connect and know your audience much more and generate revenue based on that. You create a community, because community is about having the like-minded interests. And with that, a DAO, which is a decentralized, autonomous organization, you can create all sorts of vision and mission must be aligned. If your audience, if your community believes in your mission, they will join you. They will look into even the social token you introduce.
And I don't know if you know about NFT-gated communities, but that's the way you keep a community vibrant and engaging with NFTs. So this automated process. DAOs are the future, 100%.
Yep.
All right, so question for three of you. You guys have a sense of responsibility with your audience. What does that look like, that pressure? Because they look you guys up as a model. What is that from you and your team? What does that look like, making sure you're sending the right message to Gen Z? I would like to hear you guys' input on that.
You talk about very important topics in your videos. You should take this question over because you have huge responsibility with your audience.
Yes, yes. I mean, I think the problem with social media is that we all feel is virtual. So creators and consumers and people and viewers feel like it's this thing that just pops into your feed sometimes. Sometimes you watch, sometimes you do it in between. But the impact is very long-lasting. And so with Project Nightfall, we feel the sense of huge responsibility while being able to reach so many people, like saying out loud that we had almost 10 billion views. The impact is insane when you think about it. And what I believe is that when you reach a person with video every single day and you don't create something of value and you generate following, you have a net negative impact on the world, especially when it's in big numbers. So the responsibility is to ask yourself, because I know a lot of creators from my space, and I know that they would never watch their own videos. They would not watch their own videos. And that is the first question you need to ask yourself when you create or you watch. As a creator, would you watch your own videos, or do you feel it's degrading your mind? And for viewers, ask yourself when you turn off your phone, you go to sleep, or you wake up, whenever you watch, when you finish that session you had of just scrolling, ask yourself, do I remember anything of what I just did? Because I've noticed a lot of people right now, and I catch myself as well, you have these moments of 30 minutes, you're just glued to bed and you scroll and you close the phone and you literally just wasted 30 minutes, like 100%. There's nothing you got out of it. So I guess that's the responsibility of understanding the true impact of social media and on having that connection through content is huge.
I feel like a lot of creators do it for the wrong reason. Maybe they're in the game just for money. They're in the game just for fame. But I want to spur creators out there to ask themselves, why are you creating? Why are you in this economy? There are people like him that can talk about certain topics because they feel it inside. But if you recognize that you cannot do that kind of work, find your field, find your true passion, and dig it, and do your work in that field. Don't try to be someone else, because then you're wasting everybody's time.
Can I add just very short for people who are upcoming and are creating, like I can give you one advice of, I had this moment in my life when things started exploding, and I really had different paths to choose on that journey. And one of the best ways to really make it in the right way, and it can be small or bigger, I don't want to like talk about the big things, because you can really be established and happy in a smaller channel as well. But having the right people around you and building the right team, I don't know where I would be if it wasn't for my fiancée Sonia, if it wasn't for my amazing team, which by the way, half of my team are Filipinos, so we definitely are like, you know, very good people. There's a reason why I have this content. It's not just me, because I'm not that smart and brilliant to consistently create. I have the right people in my life, and that's the important part.
Okay, I have some question for you. Rapid fire question. What's your take on freedom of voice? Let's talk about Elon Musk's move on Twitter, allowing people that you might not agree. For example, Donald Trump, the way how he's putting messages out there. Do you agree with Elon Musk's decision to allow people to just say whatever they want? Yes or no, and why? Rapid fire answer.
You're trying to get us cancelled or what?
Exactly.
This is off-break.
I think everybody should be able to say what they think, as long as it's not offensive for communities, for even individuals. We should all try to behave, and when someone is not behaving, let's not look at that person.
The world is a little bit too sensitive, to be honest, with the social media. Like, honestly, it's too sensitive. I would have more to speak about it, but it's a rapid fire. So I will say yes.
Go ahead.
I would say, at the end of the day, everybody should have the freedom to speak their mind, but I think the choice of words should really be thought about first. Honestly, it's so easy, like think before you click, right? You can say things without offending other people and saying that their beliefs don't matter by choosing your words and still making your point. So, yes.
Hannes?
For me, I'm a bit on the fence. Because I feel what Elon Musk is trying to introduce is good in a sense. However, every individual has the right to say what they want. The concern that I have is that if we are creating the next social credit system, where as communities or individual, you will actually be scored against your behavior. So this is the end goal that we do not want to have.
All right. So I know you guys large following. What is that? How does that take? I know it's not easy building your own following. People just assume you just woke up one day and then boom, 10 million. So tell everyone the reality of what that take.
We have 1 minute, 30 seconds. I don't
know.
want to talk all the time, so I'll just tell you that for 9 years of my life, no one cared about what I was creating. And overnight success takes years. That's the reality, and I think that's the short understanding of what... Some people get lucky, make silly content and stuff, but when you really create value and something of meaning, it takes a lot of work. I'm dying pretty much every day nowadays, to be honest.
But then you own it. Then you're happy about it. Then you own it.
I
If
feel
you're
like
lucky,
I'm
what
so-
is
It's
that?
consistent.
The response, like you feel like you own it, you know? You created it from nothing. It feels great. It's powerful.
I've worked with this guy many times,
Same.
many years. This is a machine. It's a machine. You go for it.
For me, I think I didn't start as a content creator. I really started as an actress. And I guess also, same, like some people would probably just hear about me 5 years ago and wouldn't know I started when I was, really, really young. And again, I agree with Akon that overnight success does take years.
Wow. Is this your favorite panel, or I'm
Let's
just
go!
Give us some
Let's go! Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Yeah, we run out of time.
And we made it
but-
on time. How professional.
Yes. Well,
Welcome to the Philippines.
yes. So awesome. I hope you guys find value with that, and thank you guys for being honest and
Thank you, Kate.
and real about things.
Thank you for moderating so nicely.
Thank you so much, Kate.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
everyone.
Thank you, everybody, for being here.
Philippine Talk TV. See you next year.